Hello everybody, Smith here. Welcome back to some more City Skylines and welcome back to our little city of San Anvíl. Last time we were doing some work on this area here, but before we continue on with that, there is a little bit of housekeeping to do, a little bit of tidying up. I realised between episodes I haven't really sorted out my my districts in a while, and we haven't actually expanded this one for ages. In fact, it doesn't cover some of the stuff that's been there for an absolute age, so we're going to do that. We don't have a zone for district, sorry, for this industrial area, so we're going to do that. I don't know how far out we're going to take this. Probably, maybe there might be stuff up here, and then of course, if we get round to it, we will buy this square up here, and we will we'll expand it a bit further out that way. We do not have a district for the new part of our city centre either, so that's gonna need to change. And I still need names for all of these districts. I've managed to name, what is it, 3? 2 suburbs and one industrial area, the agricultural area, which isn't fantastic. Let's just get you painted in like that. It's good because it allows us to see sort of population-wise how our various areas are doing in the city. Let's just take you up and get you out into the roundabout, and we'll bring you down to there. Just try and get a reasonably smooth edge. Oh, for goodness sake! Around there, and then let's get the big one. Chortle, and just use that to poke this through. Chortle again, so that we get the sort of the boundary somewhere in the middle of that road. And then let's just maybe poke you out a bit more. I'm not even going to say it this time. Okay. So I think that's all we needed to do with regards to some of these districts. Let's get you meeting up in the middle there. Oops-a-daisy, did not mean to do that. Just poke you in there. It's like I'm doing it deliberately now. I'm not, I promise. Okay. Now, traffic. I've been having some thoughts about the traffic. Let's... because this was a source of concern. It's not actually backing up that far, and the buses are getting through. One thought I did have is just to make sure any potential blockages are kept a lid on. We do have, yeah, that's give way. I'm just going to make sure cars coming this direction can go through. Not many problems coming on there. Coming on there, there is a bit of a problem coming on here. Everybody's in the right-hand lane, which I'm assuming means not many people want to take the first exit. They want to take the second or the third. I think it might be helpful if just for this last little section here, we expand that out to 3 lanes, split the traffic that wants to go split track wants to go sort of second exit and third exit, or maybe even all the way round and back this way, or maybe they want to do a couple of loops of the place. Not really for me to judge. I would like, yeah, there's still, I think it's still most people trying to take that third exit there. So I'm going to say anybody who wants to get into this lane, it's going to be most of the traffic, just go in there, and then anybody for these 2 lanes can start off in this lane here. Hopefully that should ease a lot of the pressure on that. Do we have similar problems elsewhere? Yeah, I mean there's a queue of traffic occasionally coming here. Also, the more approaches you have to a roundabout, how's the traffic doing there? You see, that mostly wants to go straight on. So I don't think we need to do the same thing there. And there's a bit of a problem there caused by that pedestrian crossing. I might take that pedestrian crossing out. Yeah, I think everybody's using the lanes pretty much as we want them to anyway, so should help there. Again, we've got a similar problem here. I might try the same trick. And again, I think I'll get rid of this pedestrian crossing there. And again, we've got most of the traffic going right at the roundabout, heading off to that third exit. So once again, going to do something similar here. You want these two lanes. You want the left-hand lane where it's 2 lanes. Okay, that's good. Over here, this is going to grow. I think before we get started, we want to get some basic stuff down. I think I'm going to want to get like a couple of elementary schools and a high school down before we get building much else. Where could we have a... how big are you? You are 6 squares. Is there a handy 6 squares that we can knock down that's not going to cause too much hassle? No, basically. Maybe let's just stick something in there, maybe. Relatively central, right next to a park. I don't think much is developed over here, so I'm going to take that opportunity. I don't think much is leveled up, so I'm going to take the opportunity to split that into a 6, see what grows back. It might grow back as a 4 and a 2, in which case that would have been an entirely wasted time. Or it might grow back as something different. Over here. I was looking at this. Again, just before we start building stuff up. Let's turn road guidelines off. Let's get a path out to there. I'm going to bring a path across here. Can we road guidelines that? We can road guidelines that. You're not going to let me do that. Okay. Let's bring you out. Turn road guidelines off. Let's get you coming in there. Then here. And then off here. Just as we usually do with this kind of park. And then we should be able to get a path running down the middle there without interfering with these two zoning areas. We can. I might do here, because this is a big thing to sort of hike your way around. So, grid road length. Where is about halfway? That's about halfway. Again, I don't think many of these are developed, so I might take the opportunity just to demolish some, see what else grows in their place. Because I do want something, I do want something with a reasonably large footprint. Give us some of those nice tall buildings. What else was I thinking? Oh, yes. Now, we don't have any public transport in this district for the moment, but that is going to change. It's going to change right now, to be honest. The first thing we're going to plop down is we're going to hook this up to our metro line. I am going to stick a station in there. I was looking at this. Now, we should be able to get this to grow back in kind of a nice, desirable way. If we just dezone those for the moment. I'm going to dezone that as well. And we'll wait for that to work out what's happened. Let's start... Oops, sorry. Nudging things on my desk. Just do what I normally do, just get a couple of roads sticking a little bit out of the station. Should just help a bit later when we're trying to build stuff. Let's get another line coming out there like that. So I did say this was going to kind of be a bit of a metro hub for us. Let's get you coming down here. And are you close enough now that we can road guidelines this stuff? About there. That should do. And then we just... This is going to be like the very beginnings of our next metro line. Just the 2 stops at the moment. Where's the train? So that's in the station up there. It's just pulling out, so we just want to grab you. Line details. What was I doing? I was doing colours that were tertiary colours on the RGB spectrum. So we had orange to start with. So I kind of want like a sort of a lime green. Maybe a little limier. Maybe like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks good. And we were going to call this the other line, because that's not... The other line was the western line, so this is going to be the eastern line. And as I said, just the 2 stops at the moment, but this will grow in importance as the city grows. I do want to quickly check on this metro here. A couple of trains into the station there. How are we doing with all of this? 318 up there, 512 there. 14. That hasn't increased since I extended our line out. Don't think that's increased since I extended our line out to here. And I thought it would. There's stops running in both directions there. Stops. Let's see if we can fix that. I think we will need a few extra trains on that. Maybe... Let's just go for 4 extras. That hopefully should help with that. One last thing I'd thought of before we really get going here is I don't want to have the same problems we've had in the past. That looks like a good spot. I want to start sort of spotting suitable zones for a crematorium or 2 early. Can I move you across there? No, I can't. Again, right next to a school. I have a disturbing habit of doing that. Maybe something up here. Maybe just nestle you in there. Okay. I had yet another thought for this little district here, and that is that these plazas are 5 by 5. I do want to get one of these small police stations in here. That's 4 by 3. I'm just going to tree up that little section there. Okay, those have disappeared now, going back to this land by the metro station. So our next step of trying to get this to look nice is just to put another 4 by 4 in there. That's all building up nicely now. Just a few extra paths here and there. Just will help to, people using that one. Okay, and lots of upgrading happening. How's the general Parks and Rec situation? Not too bad, not too bad. Obviously this is something we can look at as time goes on. Looking a little less good here, but again, there are things we can do. We do have a lot of residential demand. I think I'm going to go ahead and just fill in these blocks here. I think that's good. How are we doing? So elementary school availability is now good. High school availability is even better. Okay, looking nice. And before we get going too much, I want to do what I've been doing over... I'm going to continue basically the scheme I had with this part of the artery over here. So we are going to want paths here. Paths or paths? I have no idea. I'm not sure it matters. Is that building that underground? Oh, don't do that. So let's bring you all the way along there. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to want you coming down about there. We're going to want a path coming out here. Path coming out there like that. I've had an idea. So have you come out there? No, I said I wanted the bulldozer. Thank you. You're not going to let me do that. Sorry, let's just have you coming out like that. It's not going to make a ridiculous difference there. And then, like we've done with our other roads over here, here I'm going to want to bring you road length and grid off just so I can slot that in nicely. And then all those back on, and road guidelines. So we can do a couple like that. Hey presto, yeah. So again, just making sure as much of the journey as possible is doable on foot. Let's just quickly check in. That's built now, actually. Gonna have to keep going back to this. So now we're going to get another 4x4 and wait for that to develop. In the meantime, our train is pulling into the station. So that's just picked up all the people there. How many people are travelling on that? 54. That's not bad. I expect it'll get a lot busier as this little district develops. 1,280. That's not a lot for the amount of housing we've got there. Although it is mostly, I think, yeah. I don't think any of it's really upgraded yet. Maybe some of the stuff up, but nope, none of the stuff over here. What do you need? Educate more citizens. Well, educate more citizens we shall. It's commercial demand we've got more of at the moment. I was thinking maybe just make this a little bit of commercial. No, sorry, we're not developing on the riverside, are we? Maybe make that a little bit of a commercial thing. Maybe put something in there as well. And also, I think we're going to want... can we get a path going... I think we're going to need a path going through there, really, aren't we? In fact, I think we'll just stick some commercial there. Yeah. How are things doing around the city? Ooh. A lot of people not getting their garbage sorted. Is that because of this tailback here? What are those police cars doing? I don't think there's any real... Are you trying to get into... Okay. Is there a tiny little segment there? There's a tiny little segment there. That was weird. Okay. Let's make sure people are getting into lane sooner. Yeah, I might have to go a little further back for this one. Okay, that appears to be flowing a little better. That's not doing fantastically. It's not doing too bad. Might do the trick I did the other side. Make that straight ahead. Here. You go into there. You go into there. Yeah, there's no lane instructions there, so that should be okay. People are trying to switch lane a little bit later than I would like, so let's make sure they have to get in lane a little earlier. Yeah, this seems to be moving quite nicely. Intermittent jams here and there, but I don't think there's anything really that serious. People using these little pathways. Good stuff. What was I saying? Oh yes. That's quite a while ago now. What was I saying about this little area here? Well, we need some more university capacity, and I wanted to try out the campus mod, one of our more recent additions. So I'm going to mark this little area of this little suburb out as our campus for our university. Let's just... Now, the campus mod allows you to make different kinds of universities. I was thinking just making it a standard university. Oh, no, not like that. Get in there. Oh, damn it. Why don't they give you different brush sizes? But I think instead, because I wanted this to be kind of a little bit of a financial district, looking at it now, I don't think it's going to be quite as much of one as I thought. But maybe we could just sort of extend it out into here and make it more of a financial district this way. But with some of the one of the university options, I'm just going to build a road coming out here. We might adjust that later. But if you build the liberal arts college, you can get a little school of economics. So I want to do that. Crescent Institute of Humanities. Now we are going to want to get some dormitories going. I have a feeling we're going to be shuffling a lot of these about as we continue to build this university. Let's just get one there, and we can get one here backing onto that. And I think the dormitories increase your student capacity. Student capacity 17 out of 600. Campus attractiveness. That's the other thing we have to worry about. Liberal arts study hall. So I want to get one of these study halls. I think, looking at the size of it, that's probably best put out here. How far can we nudge you across there? Okay. And then I think these last two little bits, I'm just going to stick here for the moment. As I said, I have a feeling I'm going to be shuffling a lot of these around as time goes on. So what was that? The drama club and the groundskeeping building. So how's that? Campus attractiveness 175 out of 200. I think we can up that with some more dormitories. How's that now? 225 out of 200, 169 out of 500. Okay, so the students should start to pile in here now. Academic works. Academic works are how your things level up, how your universities level up. So I am going to take this. We're going to just stick a couple of thousand in here. That will increase our yearly chance of producing academic works. Will increase the chance of this levelling up. When it levels up, more students come here. You won't get this full 1,650 used straight away. It needs, as I said, needs to level up. I will need to build a few more things. So there's a lot of empty space there at the moment, but that will be used in good time. One last thing I want to do then. This is pretty isolated. If you look over here, we've got all these paths coming off there. I think I want to do something similar over here. That path there actually would give us a nice starting point. We'll just have you coming over here, maybe hooking in there. And we want something about here as well, don't we? So that road or that path would be sort of quite nice, but I think we're going to have to put something a bit further across and just have you coming, maybe joining up near that junk. Is that a bit too far that way? Maybe there. Coming across and joining in there. Yeah. And I think, do I want to put a crossing in here? There's a crossing there. Yeah, I think I'm going to put an extra node there and have that as a crossing. So that should be more hooked up. Fewer cars, less traffic. Blah, 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 blah. Many people using this little cut through here. They are a little bit of a... Ooh. Yeah. Interesting little gradient there, but I'm sure our residents won't mind too much. We are getting yet more upgrading going on, which is fantastic to see. We'll need to see where else we can actually... Oh my word, some of these they're going all the way. Chortle once again. Wow. Okay. Oh my god, what's going on over here? We're getting abandoned industry. Not enough workers. Zone 1 residential. Okay, so we've let our residential demand get away from us for a little bit. We are going to need to fix that, and fix that pretty pronto. But I think we're out of time here, so that is that's a job for next time. But we've made a decent start here. Well, I said we made a decent start in previous episodes, but we've made a decent continuation. Just shut up, Smith. Just shut up. It's not going too badly. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, so we've got a problem over here to sort out in the next episode. But until then, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.